Breaking news, just in. This will be my last video on this site known as YouTube for the next 40 days. Reason being, Lent. I am a Christian, and whilst I don't think it should be compulsory to participate in Lent, it's definitely a good thing to do, and I would encourage it. So that is why I've decided to give up YouTube. Now, I've never had a massive problem or addiction to it, but I do think I probably spend more time than is necessary and could be being more productive in the time that I am on it. So you won't see any videos for quite a while, but perhaps in Easter I'll make some big grand return, you'll never know. Anyway, on to the video. The day and age where to make your fame on the internet involves making clickbaity thumbnails and reaction videos. It's very difficult to try get your stuff out there, making what you truly love and putting in as much effort as you can. This is the only thing that can provide me sustenance in life. There's nothing else I can think of that gives me as much happiness as this could. All apart from my loving family, my great friends, my wonderful home. None of that matters. I'm not internet famous. I want to make videos about Smash characters and none of that's working. Well, I think I figured out how to beat the system. I could start by making a series about concepts of how certain characters could work with a moveset if they were in Smash, characters from other video games. So, how do I start this series by making it topically relevant? That's right. What's the first step to adding Among Us to Super Smash Bros? A moveset. So I've came up with a rather handy dandy moveset. So, what shall I do for their B move? Well, I've thought that a handy B move would be a gun. I know a gun's quite basic, but I think it would work. It's one of the Impostor's kill animations, and yes, I think it'd be quite fun if you can charge it up, perhaps have a more powerful shot. So that's what I'd do for the neutral B. For the side B, I think a knife would work. Now, it won't be graphic or anything, because Super Smash Bros. Is only rated 12, or I think it's E10 plus if you live in the States. So, no blood. Then the knife will cause the imposter to lunge forward and latch onto the opponent for a brief second, doing damage and then releasing them. Their up B shall be the tongue that the imposter releases as another kill animation. This tongue will allow the imposter to latch onto ledges if they've fallen off, give them a little bit of extra height, and they can tilt it to bring in any direction, which would also make it harm opponents. And the final B move I'm suggesting, down B, the vent. The vent's an iconic part of Among Us and an action that only the imposter can do. So what can the imposter do with this vent? Well, first initially press down B to go down, and then you're down the vent, you hold down B for however long as you want, and then say an opponent is above you, release, and the vent will damage the opponent as you rise. Hard to explain, but hopefully you get the picture. Now, what would the final smash be? I reckon the final smash should be emergency meeting. What would happen in emergency meeting? Well, the imposter would bring out a big red button. If the button happens to be in your way, you're launched into this meeting room where the imposter points a finger at you, and suddenly you're launched from a spaceship. This is all a cutscene, by the way. And the next thing, when it reverts back to the gameplay, you're suddenly launched a certain distance. So if you've accumulated a lot of damage, then you're going off screen. What else shall be added in this Among Us crossover with Smash Bros? Well, the imposter needs alternate costumes. So I thought, well, the default one is going to be red, of course. So there's 9 basic colours for the original Among Us character. So I think the imposter, we get all of these, bar cyan, because you've got blue, so you don't really need cyan. But you could bar lime, interchangeable, cyan or lime, we don't need one of those. And perhaps have a little hat as a combination with all the alternate skins. In terms of spirits, the only ones I can really think of is Impostor and Crewmate. Perhaps you could do Henry Stickmin because I know he's in the airship map, but that would be a hard stretch. Now, in terms of the map, let's go for the Skeld. The Skeld is easily the most used and iconic map in all of Among Us, and one event that may happen occasionally is the lights turn off, making it a little bit dimmer because the imposter has been hacking the electrical. Other minor itty bitty things, when it comes to the imposter's regular A attacks, a lot of them will either involve their massive hands, or perhaps they might do a little bit of a lunge with their feet, which are very tiny. For their grabs, they use the kind of grab animation, so there's a kill animation in Among Us, where the imposter will grab the crewmate and twist their neck. So the grab for the imposter and Smash will be the grab, then any motion they do will kind of look like they're twisting the character's neck and do some damage. This video is short because I needed to make sure that I could have it on time for Lent, just beginning, so that I'm not spending any time on YouTube like uploading it during Lent, because I want to try succeeding this. If you want any more in this Super Smash Bros. Concept series, be sure to leave a comment. Bear in mind it won't be read for quite a few days, but leave all the same, as I will probably have a bombardment of comments when I come back after these 40 days, but I will make sure to read yours. Thanks for watching.